dry. You could just do that, it feels great. It feels like it's the first time in my adult life I didn't have to cover. Like it was just growing.
No, the picture you sent me, like I was like, whoa, it looks really good still.
Good.
Yeah.
I've been doing all the things. And,
I love this front piece.
Right? It's going in nice.
Yeah, that looks really pretty actually in person. Like it looks perfect.
And that's just like what I was given.
Wow.
So that's why
that blends so well.
It's very salt and pepper up here, but this is just all,
Yeah, I think after today, when we pick out more of like the warmth, I think you could go a lot longer.
Okay.
Because you have this too to like help frame, because it looks like we highlighted it, but like, it's not even
crazy, right?
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you like the tone that we did last time?
Yeah. I mean,
good?
what would you recommend?
You still want it like more violet-y, or like based off of how it faded, or would you like it less violet?
Maybe try less violet this time.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
because we'll be picking out more warmth, and you won't need the violet as much. Were you using the purple shampoo?
Yes.
Yeah. How often were you using it?
So I only wash my hair like twice a week.
And
then I use it most times.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it not look like I'm using it?
No, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed when I don't use it, it was getting a lot more blonde, which is fine. But that's not what I was going for.
When's the last time you used it?
Last night.
Oh, okay. How long do you leave it in?
It depends. Between usually about 3 minutes.
Yeah. Have you left it in longer?
I have.
Okay, and did you like it?
I did like it.
Oh.
It's just
just
it
is time consuming.
What would you recommend?
You could leave it in longer, and then it would be more
10
silvery.
minutes?
No, like 5 to 7 maybe.
Okay.
And then it would just be more silvery.
Okay.
Especially after today, when we get more of this warmth out, it's gonna look really good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yay!
Hi, so welcome back. Hopefully you watched last week's YouTube video, because that was her first session with me, and then this is kind of her follow-up and what that ultimately faded out to, and what we're going to be picking out more of from her session. We did an extremely heavy placement last time because she was so reddish, and this looks so great. We just have some orange that is kind of left behind that is looking a little bit warm. But overall, I'm really happy with the way that it faded out. She's able to maintain more of a brighter blonde, almost silvery look with purple shampoo at home. So today, since we got most of the warmth and old color out, I'm going to be really just focusing on picking out more of the warmth out, but also kind of blending in a little bit of dimension back into her hair now that her roots are kind of grown in a little bit. So since we are still kind of correcting the remainder of the warmth that was left behind last session, I am still going to be doing a full placement here. Now, when she comes in for her next few sessions, we can ultimately decide on whether she could do a partial or even just a mini partial, meaning just like the face frame, but that will just depend on how she's feeling and how much of it has grown out. This is a very, I guess I would say, since this is her second session and we're still kind of picking out, correcting some of that orange, I am doing my normal placement and still doing those slices because I do want to get rid of those orange pieces out as much as possible so she can keep going longer and longer in between her appointments. Now, this appointment was about 4 months out from the previous, I believe, maybe 3.5 to 4. And after the second session, that's kind of where I would really prefer my clients to go as long as possible, especially if they're wanting to be more dimensional, because I don't love to low light the hair too much because it does fade out, and when that low light does fade out, it doesn't totally blend in with the gray pattern, in my opinion. So ultimately, I just think it's much better if the client is able to grow out their natural dark hair, and then we just enhance and highlight around it to create a very soft and more natural lived-in look. So now that I'm working in the front of her money piece, I loved that her natural gray pattern had that beautiful silver streak right in the front naturally. And I am just going to pretty much enhance that, leaving the front to be lighter. I did 2 slices back to back. And then I'm going to finish it off with a weave to kind of break it up. And then continue connecting that money piece with the rest of the back mohawk. And for this part, I am still doing slices, but these slices I would say are a little spaced apart, further apart, and it's not as thick of a slice. I would say these are going to be a little bit of a thinner slice, but also again still trying to pick out those leftover warm pieces that we left out last time. And as she comes in, since we are doing a second round of slicing today, next time I will definitely start weaving, because by then most of that orange that she initially came in with is pretty much gone at that point. And we can really just utilize matching her gray pattern. And in those sessions, I really try my best to space out my foils accordingly, depending on how much white there are versus dark. And then on top of that, as I'm picking up every section, when I do those types of touch-ups, I am intentionally picking up the pieces where they have more gray in the area that I am weaving or highlighting. And that will ultimately give you an even softer grow out. So that's kind of where a more organic weave comes into play, and where we start to really match your gray pattern. And that one is fully customized per client when we start just maintaining the tone that we're at. So again, when we're doing these corrections, the maybe first 2 sessions is really to correct the old color out. Then once we get to the goal and tone of the client, then we can focus on really blending with the natural gray pattern. But until then, it's fully necessary to fully correct the hair and get rid of that old color. And I always recommend doing it in a more heavy placement the first 2, so that the client is able to get there sooner. Because if you don't, you're just leaving more of that old color left behind, and it just takes longer to weave it out and pick it out if you leave more dimension. So it's better to just go all in and do a really heavy placement, try to get most of it out, and then see what your hair can handle. And hopefully the hair gets to the tone. Like this client, we got her to the level that she is needed to blend with her gray really. And then once the tone is right, then we can really work on softening the regrowth. And that's kind of how we go about these gray blending transformations, especially if a client wants to stay more blended, more soft and dimensional, but still get rid of their old color. So I let her lift to about a level 9, 9.5, I would say. Some areas are a level 10, but overall I would say more so level 9.5. And then for her toner, since we are doing a less violety toner today, the colors that I used for her last time are actually discontinued. So a comparable toner formulation that I would use today would probably be the Danger Jones Gloss Toners in their 5-1, which is a level 5 ash, just to kind of shadow root my highlights at the base. And then after that, I would probably mix in the Danger Jones Artistic Toners in the silver and the violet blonde. And I just love that combo for this type of hair texture, and I just know her hair is going to take the toner very well. So that's probably what I would do here on out. And I will say, as she started to come in for her touch-ups, we started to space them out further apart, and she wasn't needing to even really, like, her roots weren't really bugging her at all actually. And so after this appointment was about 3 to 4 months out. And then after this appointment, we waited about 5 months. And then after the 5-month one, I feel like she's able to really grow it out. And maybe I'll just see her once a year from here on out.
So happy, thank you.
You're welcome, Jackie. Okay, so here is the final result. You can see there's like pretty much barely any of that warmth orange tone from her initial old color that she came in to me with. Now there is still a little bit, but I'll continue to definitely pick that out as she comes in. But at least we're at a point where her next touch up, we can definitely start weaving instead of slicing and just have something that is going to grow in so soft. It literally looks like her own grays growing in, mixed in with a very intentional placement, which just makes it look more elevated and put together, in my opinion. Alrighty, so that is it for this week's episode. Thank you again for following with this specific client's hair journey. I really hope I can continue to do videos like these side by side so you guys get a really good idea and visual of a certain client's journey and helps inspire you to maybe do it on your clients or do it yourself, or help you at least get an idea of what you might want to do with your grays if you are struggling with them.